Hello all and welcome back to the Walrus Plays, some more Peglin. Once again, we're attempting the All for One achievement and I'm going in as the Roundrel again. Seems to be the most capable one. I hate looking at relics, so I go, I want that one. Now, the last time we played through as the Roundrel, there was the opportunity of playing through against Radia, where we did go through on Crucible 20, which was an absolute killer of a run. The fact that I managed to get to Radia was great in the first place because I didn't anticipate even getting anywhere near that far. Because when I play through in Crucible 20, it's a challenge. It through and through is. And managing to achieve Crucible 20 as the Roundrel felt really pleasing. It was a really good achievement for me. And then fighting how much harder Crucible 20 Radia is. I mean, I was impressed that I managed to defeat Radia in the first place without any Crucible, because it is a tough challenge. They weren't kidding when they announced that it was going to be a tough customer that doesn't play fair. Yeah, I can see that. Oops, a daisy, that was a terrible whiff of a shot, wasn't it? Well, at least I gained some dodge, and that kept me alive there. I say it kept me alive. I'm fine, I've got plenty of health. I'm about to get slapped in the face, though. Okay. I'm impressed that that dodge managed to work. I want to try and aim to stack as much dodge-giving goodies as possible. Because the illusion is the answer here. I want to avoid taking damage. And, well, it'd be nice if I could actually hit things properly. But I do also enjoy doing more damage to things. So this is the kind of the advantage that playing as a Roundrel has, is because of the status debuffs that you can stack on a target, you can really mess them up. And that is very helpful, as I'm sure you can imagine. There we go. So this, can I do 32? I think I'm going to do 30. There we go. More than enough. Now, here comes the last bit. So we're going to stack a little bit more evasion. Some more illusion. Excellent. Going to hit the refresh. And we hit the crit. We didn't manage to actually hit enough of the pegs. Thankfully, though, we're not doing too badly. We've taken a chunk of damage, but we do have 61 pennies, 61 shinies lining our pockets. I think it'll be good to do this and to upgrade this. Now, where are we going? I want to go to the left, I think. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and do this. No, we're going to the right. Oh, well. It happened. I want to go left afterwards, though. Because I think it'd be good to go to the shop. Mostly for cheaper orbs. That's the big logical point I'm going for here. Oh my goodness, that's going to slice through that one straight away. Lovely stuff. Okay, so let's see if we can get a little bit more money. I want to see if I can get closer to 50 shinies. There's probably about... Yeah, there's probably enough to get me up to 50 shinies on the board. So that's good. So let's start hitting them. Oh, that wasn't great. Well, at least it's going to hit the body of the previous one, so we just need to hit another 9. Unfortunately, now the damage will appear on you. So, actually, let's try and be clever with this. Now that we've hit a crit, it's going to do a rearward shot. So that means that one. Oh, yeah, I forgot there was pierce damage on that one. So we need another 6. Can we get another 6? That's the question. Maybe? Yes, just. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, I would very much like the cauldron bubble because that affects everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to head down to the left and hopefully it's a fight. That's really what I'm going to aim for here. Is hopefully it's a fight. It's not. Completely out of coins. I don't really want to remove an orb. I could fight it, or I could ignore it. I'm just going to ignore the slime. Oh, okay, that works out quite nicely. See if I can actually get some extra cash monies coming out here. Because, yeah, okay, I know I could get some... Damn, I was really hoping I'd go to the shop. Fine. Okay, then. Well, let's not go to the shop, then. Looks like we're going to be upgrading some orbs. Fine and dandy. And let's just hit a few things, shall we? Almost. Nope. I was hoping I'd hit a crit. No such luck there. I'm going to target something. I don't really matter actually on this one. I should probably start upgrading some of the other orbs. Cauldron Bubble will be a good one to upgrade. Oh wow, that was beautiful. Because of course it targets everything. So if I can upgrade this horrible thing. And yeah, it doesn't do a huge amount of damage on its own currently. Okay, everything's going to die after this hit though. Poison! Oh no, everything died. Ooh, yeah, Rest Orb, because that will give me extra HP. And actually, the Ballard is probably good. Okay. So I'm going in a, not quite on an all-in, I'm going to grab multiples of things. It's, I'm getting a few balls I'd like to use. I think that's the tricky bit here. Right, so we're going to increase our critical hit damage. It's only by 1, but it's an improvement. I mean, that's the important thing here. So what we're going to do is we're going to aim to roll down here. Can we hit crits? We have hit a crit. Sorry, can we hit a bomb? Apparently not. At least we got missed by that shot, because that could have been not terrible, just annoying more than anything. Okay, so I'm going to ditch the current shot, and we're going to hit the refresh. And I think it'll be good to... Oh my goodness, we're going to clear the floor out with this lot. Yeah, time to die. Excellent. Bang. Poison. Everyone dies. So, I want to head left. And Snowball's cool and all, but I'm going to take an upgrade on my Rest Orb, I think, instead. Mostly because I would very much love to get the Rest Orb upgraded, so because it can give me HP. And that's an important component here. Is actually getting more HP than I would normally. So, this is going to be quite a solid hit. That's good. So I need at least another 25 shinies. That's going to be the big question. Can I make the 25 shinies? That hurt. Okay, so I'm going to aim for the refresh, I think, as well. Let's see if I can ricochet that. Nope, no I can't, apparently. I'm really bad at aiming. I think that's the short answer to this one. So, considering what's stood in front of us, we might need to do something a little bit more drastic now. Oh dear. I think it is time to trigger the bomb. Ow. Rude. Stop hitting me, you horrible swines. Boom. Okay, so we're going to splatter that. No, we didn't even manage to kill the bat. Curses. Okay, time to do stupid. Let's do poison damage to everybody. And it's not much, but it is enough to kill everyone. Well, those row of annoying bats. And at least it killed those ones off. Ow. I do have enough to upgrade, so that's good at least. And we'll hit that one. I'm going to get a shot. I'm going to target you because it actually doesn't matter. The bomb's going to go off and kill you. Okay. Considering it's a mini boss next immediately, I want one of these, but I'm going to have to take the heal. And that's the tricky bit here is making sure I don't die. Even though there's no crucible, it still can be a bit tricky sometimes. Ooh, this is a boss that I don't want to fight, but here it comes. So let's launch the pebble out. Now, 543 health. Now, we're currently doing 130, 140 damage. That's a good chunk. And an additional 2 bits of health being chunked off of it as well. Good. Can I hit a refresh? I can hit a crit, which is... it's still 2 extra spinification. A refresh is what I'm after, though. Here goes. There's a refresh, and we've healed ever so slightly. We haven't stacked up much more illusion, though, unfortunately. But crits are going to be a thing, allegedly. So, crit, crit, crit. Can we do another 140? Yes, yes, we can. I have a feeling, however, this is going to end poorly for us now. Because we're going to get slapped in the face. Ow. Okay. That hurt. Can I do 57 damage? That is the question. Yes, yes, I can. Now you're dead. Go away. Right, so... Ooh. I'll take some of that, and I'm going to upgrade this, and then... I want them both, but I can't have them. Oh, it hurts me deeply. It really does. Whoops. I just launched myself into the fire because I thought hurting myself was a good idea. I am an idiot. Okay, so we're going to skip the chest, and it doesn't really matter which way we go. I'm going to head left to the shop next, I think. So, darkness eternal ball. Goodness gracious, I can't even do the damn peglin ball puns. So bad at it. Right, so I'm going to try and aim down here to hit these bombs. Well, at least the crit is increased. And let's ditch that one. Let's dump this one out and do a little heal. Okay, so we've lit 2 of the bombs. It's not amazing. I think I might need to arc it off of this so I hit the refresh. I'm also going to need to upgrade this at some point soon. There we go. So that's 23 damage to everybody. Blue. And a little bit of poison. Across the board. I'm going to target the bat. And hopefully I can hit one of the bombs. There we go. There we got a bomb triggered. Excellent. Oh, 2 bombs. Okay, that's going to really clear out the board there. You're dead. I need a little bit more money. A little bit more cash would be nice. So let's see if we can hit a little bit more money on the board. Unfortunately, we can't hit this one. I should have targeted the bat. Okay, that hurt. And we've got 60 pennies now, 60 shinies. Bonk. Can I hit the bomb? Maybe. Well, it's a dead spider because the shot is now coming in from the rear. Go away. Ow. Time for you, you're bat, to die. Death by explosion. It worked. Ooh, yes. Because that's going to give me more evasion. Evasion is key here. I'm going to take some more poison damage and forgot the shop was there, so this might not work out well for me. Actually, an exploitable or susceptible would be nice, because that can stack the exploitable. Okay, so let's not go down the left. We want to fight more things than getting chests, because I want the money. Here we go. Right, so I'm going to try and hit this lovely crit here. So that's going to kill off a plant, and that's the important bit here, is that it's at least a dead plant, so they can't hit me again. Can I succeed? Ooh, that was a bad shot. I need to heal after this fight, guaranteed. Okay, so that's a dead plant. Good. And we're going to try and spin this shot around again. So 34, that's not terrible. Okay, so it's now going to kill off the plant. Well, the one in front, at least. There we go. And I'm going to target you because your face offends me. Oh, damn. Well, at least it's poison, so it will die now. Death. Death, death, death. Okay. Let's hit the refresh. See if we can get any extra money as well. Because again, if we can get a little bit more cash, a few more shinies, that'd be good. We've only got 40. I need a heal, so that's at least 25 straight away. Well, at least that one's dead. That's another one. So we've got 8 to go, and then I should be able to get an upgrade and a heal. Okay, so that's sort of worked. Just need 5 more to hit. So let's aim down in this corner, because that's where all the money is, unfortunately. That's another one, and another... Okay, so... Right. Can we skim this shot? There we go. So we just need 1 more. Ah, boo. Well, it's alright. We'll take a heal. We'll leave the upgrade for now, and head into this question mark zone and see what is in here. What do we got? What do we got? Ah, hello, Haglin. I would indeed like an upgrade, and I'd like to upgrade my Elucircle, because that'd be really helpful. Because, again, more evasion. Thanks. Right. I'm going to ditch that and just go straight for the rest orb. Healing and increasing my HP, doing a little extra damage. Doesn't really make a huge difference here. Let's stack this one. So that's going to be 3 poison damage on the both of them. Minimum. And what we're going to do is we're going to ditch that and use the slightly weaker damage dealer, but evasion giving. Hello circle. There we go. I'm assuming it's supposed to be like, oh, you're all elusive and stuff, but we'll see. Whoops-a-daisy, that wasn't great. I really hope I can trigger another bomb here, because I do want to stack a exploitable, but unfortunately I didn't hit a crit, so it's not going to ping in from the rear. It has removed the 2 plants, though, so I'll at least say that. Getting rid of those 2 is just going to be not a difficult component, but they were going to be annoying. So, we need to hit a refresh quite badly. So, smack, smack. Dodged. Again, that's working out quite nicely. Ah, yes, of course, this orb, unfortunately, as good as the Darkness Eternal Orb is, it will do nothing to our blind mole friend here. So that's smidgen of a waste of time, but at least it's good. And evasive maneuver orb's also very good. Does a nice chunk of damage. And poison damage. Okay, I need to upgrade it desperately. I need more evasion, so I need to upgrade it from level 2 to level 3 ASAP. Okay, let's trigger that bomb. I mean, the mole's got 225, 175 left. Can we do more with this? Let's see if this will work. Oh, there we go. So we have hit the crit. So that is going to smack you. And then we're going to just stack a little bit more evasion, hopefully. There we go. That's nice. That's going to kill this one off. And I think it'd be good to hit a refresh if we can. But we whiffed it. And here comes the mole. Oh dear. Well, either way, though, this is going to do a decent 54 damage plus 30 poison damage to it. So it's not great, but it's not as terrible as it might look. I really want to try and get down here, though, so I can actually get a bit more of that money that's lying there. Come hither and get into my pockets. I want all the shine. Well, we've killed off our foe. I am going to take the glass half full. Half ball, even, because that will be really helpful. And I'm going to upgrade that again, because the transparency was something I never really considered as particularly good. Which is very foolish. I'm not going to deny that. It was very dumb. And actually, works really nicely. So, now that it also stacks an extra one on top of the target, as soon as it's pulled, it becomes very, very dangerous, I think. And I'm very glad to have it. Okay, so poison damage. We're only going to stack 2 on everyone, minimum. Boom. There we go. And now, as soon as it gets pulled, we get some transparency there. Excellent work. And now, this should... I mean, it's not going to do a terrible, terrible amount of damage, but the pass-through impact knock-ons, that's the implications of extra damage. I mean, it's 90% and 70% across the board for these guys. So it's something, though. So 44. There we go. And the other advantage is if you get a second one, of course, and you can end up double stacking, it does increase the damage because it's a multiplier rather than just a general impact. And that works out very well, if you ask me. So, I've got to do... Okay, well, that's enough to kill the white mage. Using my old Final Fantasy understanding of this here. So, you're dead, girl. Cool. Okay, upgrades. So, I'm going to take an upgrade on this. I'm going to take an upgrade on this. I don't know enough for another upgrade. Where are we going to go? I think left screams the most sensible here, so heading left. Oh, yes. Right. Not the end of the world, it's just, unfortunately, this one's going to take a big bunch of poison damage. Hardy-har. Excellent. And we're going to do a nice heal and extra HP, because we've got 106 now. I really do want to find the question mark event that actually duplicates my orbs, because that'd be really helpful. Like, really helpful. How effective that'll be if I can find it, it's a different question, but it'd be nice if I can. I also need to upgrade this. The roundabout would be really good to upgrade because, again, it stacks exploitable on targets, and that's going to make my life a bit easier as well. Let's try aiming for this here. So we're going to get 44 illusion, or illusion even, because we need the evasion here. So and then we're going to get some more glass half all. So the fact that it stacks the initial transparency on everything as soon as it appears makes the stacking an additional 5 absolutely brutal. Because it works. It just really works. I like it. It really is an unsung hero for me. I think it's something that I really had underestimated how effective it was. And I feel stupid for it, but at least I can turn around and say, yeah, no, I am an idiot. I'm painfully aware of that. And it's a hell of a lot better than I thought it was. I think it's probably because I hadn't been able to stack enough of it. If I was able to have relics, if I could have the relic that gives you transparency on every hit, then oh, the world would be in so much trouble. It'd be great. Right, anyway, so we've got 34 damage. That was very good. At least I dodged that one, took a little bit of damage. This one's not going to be supremely autistic. Okay, he's going to kill this one off, so that's good. This guy, no, he's going to annoy me, but let's... Oh, that was a terrible whiff. Okay, so... Yeah, I mean... The 15 transfers, if there was somebody behind it, it would take a lot of damage and die very easily. Upgrade. I'm going to upgrade that immediately, and I'm going to upgrade this one. I'm going to take a quick heal because that'd be sensible. Let's drop through. No, what we did is we whiffed that one, and we're going to try and drop again. Goodness gracious. Okay. I'm going to aim for this because I don't think I'm going to do 450 damage with this initial shot. What I want to do is at least I can do 200 because then it'll drop on it, that one, and that'll maybe not kill it. I think it'll... Ah, fiddlesticks. Fine. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to aim and hit the refresh here. So the exploitable, I don't really have any way of doing it unless I hit both of the crits. Doesn't look like that's going to happen, but it's going to do a very small amount of damage. Terrible work there for me. I should have continued aiming for that one. Ow. That was uncomfortable. Right, let's hope I can hit a crit, because I'd really, really like to get some evasion going on here. Some more illusion, please. I need it to live, man. Especially since I've hit enough that would kill it. Ah, boo. Fine. Let's dimp this out, and let's try this on for size then. It's not going to do a stupid amount of damage, but at least the transparency will actually mean that as I keep shooting through things, they will take more and more damage. And that's important. Okay, poison shot. Let's do this then. So this will at least finish off the damn candelabra. Maybe it'll kill off the one in front. Yeah, it probably will do actually by the looks of things. Still got a few more hits that I can do. Yeah, I know it only does 3 damage a hit, but hey, I'll take it, because that's 201 damage. Yeah, you now need to die. I'm going to start just going to go for the evasion stack, just to keep myself alive, because I don't think I was going to do enough to kill it. I wasn't going to do 196 damage, which is fine, but evasion here will keep me alive. I mean, 87% chance of not being hit. I'll take it. Also, what boss am I fighting? It's the wall. Ugh, so I'm going to need to really start stacking some bonus damage up quick. Okay. Yeah, it's dead. No hope for it there. I'm going to take a heal, and I'm going to take an upgrade. So, let's upgrade this, because this will increase my critical hit damage. We're going to aim down to the left here. So, really hope there is the duplicating all orbs. That'd be really nice. Don't know whether that'll be a thing, but obviously not right now. I'm going to target that. Doesn't really make a huge difference right now. But we've got one bomb going off. And actually, this should go through and kill it. Yes. So again, we're going to stack some... It's not much, only 11, but 11 darkness is better than nothing right now. and I will happily take any extra darkness that we can stack on targets to reduce their likelihood of hitting me. And the darkness of Turball is actually not a poor hitter as the damage comes. So, you know, I'll take it. That was a whiff. Okay, I need to hit a refresh. Well, that's a bomb, so that's still not... Ugh. Ow. Whoops. That wasn't a clever shot, was it? But at least I hit a refresh from that one. Now the crits are now going to do an additional 3 damage. Now this is where the damage will start really rolling in. Look at that, 700. Oh my goodness gracious, you're dead. Go away. Poison time. Now the problem obviously is now that targeted attacks aren't going to be quite as useful because these are mirrors. And they halve damage from targeted attacks, not projectile attacks. So strictly speaking, I need to do about 1200 damage. But that seemed to do quite a lot. Alright. Not too upset about that. Now it's dead. Bye-bye. Cool. I'm going to heal. Move on. So I'm going to take that. That was close. Right, question mark event number 2 in a row. Okie dokie then. So, can we do something ridiculous with this nonsense? Probably, maybe not. Oh dear. That didn't work quite as well as I'd hoped. Oh dear. Well, I was hoping to hit some of the bombs as well, but at least we are doing something at this point. Ow. Okay, that big chunky boy with the ballista type thing. It's not a ballista, sorry, the arbalast. That thing's, that's what, my assumption is it's an arbalast, because it does take it a turn to reload it. So, you know. It's been a while, I don't really know my medieval terminology that well anymore. I used to be really into medieval stuff. I used to shoot a bow, in fact. It was a regular occurrence. Every Wednesday night I'd shoot a bow down at the my local school. When I was at school, in fact. I stopped shooting when I became diabetic. Because my body weight dropped so massively because, shockingly enough, when you got diabetes, all the fat goes off your body. That was great as a fat kid. It's like, yeah, I love it. However, immediately afterwards, all your muscle starts getting stripped away, and then, of course, all the coma and so on and so forth. Not a pleasant experience, I'll say that much. And unfortunately, that meant I lost all that lovely muscle I'd built underneath all the layers of fat, and couldn't draw the bow I used to shoot. I used to shoot a 65-pound draw English longbow, which is pretty cool. It's got a decent... Not like a stupid... It's not a full English, which is something like 130 plus. Ooh. Well, let's upgrade a random orb. Let's do it again. Let's do it one more time, and then leave. And what we're going to do is going to aim down here. There we go. But yeah, it was one of those things that, unfortunately, because of my disability, which it sounds like a weird thing to say, but it's the... By the legal definitions within the UK, I am disabled. I don't like to say that because I have friends who are in wheelchairs. I've got friends who are like more disabled than I am, and they need the assistance and respect that that's given. So me saying I'm disabled, it's such a broad blanket term. It's one of the things that I think a lot of people don't really take into account when they actually consider people who are who have different requirements for life, and it's a shame. There we go. There's me trying to be a philosopher in the middle of a game about a goblin grabbing shinies and throwing rocks at people. I know. Don't take anything I say really with too much of outside of a pinch of salt, because I know I'm an idiot, so I don't really mind. Right, I'm going to ditch this basic pebble, and I'm going to aim for the refresh with the level 2 one. I would love to have hit a crit, but not happening there. I really hoping I would have hit one of the bombs as well. That would have been nice. Okay, roundabout. Let's see if I can get you to... There we go. So now this one won't pierce through everybody, but it does pierce one. Oh, this is becoming a little bit uncomfortable here. And why am I not doing enough damage? Okay. Right, that was rude. Can we hit the bombs, please? There's one. It's not much, though. Bloop. There we go. So that's going to maybe do a big chunk of damage. Definitely could have been better, though. Okay, so we've 34. Well, at least that's still adding extra darkness, and that's the important bit. And we did kill off the annoying ones, the bloody healers. I'm going to have to heal again myself after this. That's not the end of the world, it's just annoying. I'm going to upgrade that so it now does more darkness, and I want to go right. Here we go. I want to go right again as well, of course. We're going to skip the chest, because it matters not to me what is within. Well, it does, I just can't have it, so meh. Grumble, grumble. Right, so I need to aim directly for these guys. I need to kill them off, because otherwise they're going to hit me very, very hard. Thank goodness for dodge. Okay, so we're going to stack up another 44 dodge after this one. Can we trigger some bombs? That would be nice. Well, this one's dead. That's good. That's good. And let's see if we can do a little bit more here. Well, we've lit a bomb. We haven't detonated it, though. It's a shame. Okay, hit the refresh. That's a bomb. And I wonder what this thing is next going to target. Oh, that guy at the back. Have some small modicum of damage. Ow. And we're going to ping this one around, healing ourselves as well. And damn, it's going to hit me. Okay, no, it didn't. We dodged it some bloody how. Genuinely shocked we managed to pull that off. And oh dear. I'm waiting for the teleport. Interesting, it didn't teleport. Okay, so we're going to hit from the rear, so that will kill this one in front. And we're going to hit the crit because we might as well stack 18 darkness on it. Doesn't matter, it's going to die. Squish. Okay, now to get rid of these damn candelabras, because they're going to... Well, not candelabras, chandeliers, because they hang a candelabra sits on a table, if memory serves. I think that's right. I could be very wrong, though. At least I'll be like, you know, I'm very painfully aware that I could very well be wrong. And I don't mind if I am. Which I think is something I will definitely say, is that if somebody corrects me, fair, please do correct me, because I'd rather be correct than wrong. There we go, just going to take a nice heal there. Lovely stuff. And we're going to ping some ricochets off of that. No, I didn't really do very well there, did I? Oh well. We've got a mini-boss in a moment, so hopefully we can... hopefully I can trigger some of these bombs. That'd be really good. No, I whiffed that one off treat, didn't I? Okay. So now let's try to get some evasion. Not much evasion, apparently. That wasn't very good of me, was it? You need to die, my little wizarding friend at the back. Unfortunately, you are protected by these damn weather vanes. Which is very frustrating. Okay, now you're dead. Kaboom. Go away. And the poison will kill you off as soon as you step forth. That's the important thing. Okay, let's see if we can get a little bit more money whilst we're roaming through here. Because I'd like a bit more cash. Thanks. Okay, so we've added some darkness on you. Unfortunately, you just didn't give a damn that I'd stacked that darkness on you. Rude. Okay, well, it's dead. No ifs, and or buts here. Split. Cool. I'm going to upgrade an orb. We're going to upgrade the darkness one. We're going to take a heal. And let's go fight a mini-boss and see what it is. No, don't fall into the fire. Walrus, you moron. Ah, well. Right. So, this could be... and not quite as bad as I was anticipating, in fairness. So, bonk. There we go. So this means that the next guys that get targeted will be hit with a full level of damage, essentially. I can pass through 100% damage through. But I am targeting the archer at the back because I know that one needs to die quite quickly. Okay, so now we're going to start dumping out some poison. Can I hit the crit? There we go. It's not going to kill off the wizard. To kill off the archer. That's kind of the important bit here. Okay, darkness eternal ball. Let's try if we can do something entertaining with you. I mean, 25 darkness on the target. I'll take that. Now we've got a problem because now here comes the mini boss and it's got 600 health. But really, it's this mage that needs to die the most because I don't want them healing. Bonk. Okay, here comes the mini boss. And at least we evaded that shot. It wasn't much of a shot, but we did evade it. Okay, so 88. Okay, we're increasing the critical hit damage we're going to do to it. So I'll take any benefits that we can get right now. Oh, okay, there's a crit. So we're going to add 30%. So we're adding at least 30 damage to it. So there's a nearly 50 damage increase, I think, by the looks of it. Bonk. Okay. Let's see. Can we hit the refresh or can we hit a crit? Both would be optimal. I didn't manage to hit the refresh. That's a real shame. Let's see if we can do it again. Now, this hopefully will give us some more evasion, and that's the big ticket item that we're looking for. But I think this critical hit damage will kill off our illustrious target, keeping it at bay. Okay. So, I'm going to bonk that there. We've bonked bombs. Okay, so we've actually killed everything on screen, because there's no way it can survive that. Ba-bang. And slice. Excellent. We're going to take a heal. And I actually will purchase another ballad, a level 2 one. Again, I'd love a relic, but I can't have it. I probably didn't need to heal, which is pretty... And the wall is the nicest way of putting it. It's an enemy I do not enjoy fighting. Mostly because I don't know if I have the damage sufficient, really truthfully, to deal with it. That's the scary bit of this one, is I haven't hit any bombs yet, and I need to do about 700 damage on this wall every turn, and I'm nowhere near doing that right now. And I'd really, really like it if I can... I mean, this is actually doing alright. If I can hit a few more bombs, though, because that way I can guarantee the health of the soldier in front will be lower. There we go, so more damage gets passed through to the wall. So that's good. 605 went through, that's good. Okay, so we can hit a crit, and again, another crit. It's a shame we don't have any ability to increase the crit damage. But let's see. We've currently got 40 increased from the exploitable bonus sitting there at the moment. We need more exploitable on the wall because, of course, with more exploitable, increasing damage by a greater margin. That's what we need. Excellent. Another 3 stacking on there. So that's a nice 70% increase. There we go. 100. So that's 191. Again, that's not ideal numbers. Now this one, I really need to hit one of the crits. It's not going to happen because this is a really poor shot, if you ask me. Damn. Okay, so we've increased our transparency on it, which is a thing. The Ballard level 3, however, that's going to increase our critical hit damage by 3, which again will be increased even further by the factor of rather nasty percentage increases. Hopefully we can stack some more of it on there. So that's a shame that didn't do anything extra. This one I really hope does also do the same, because then a Ballard level 2 as well on it will do, just again, increasing the damage. Okay. I'm going to aim to ping off this one. Let's see if this works. I need to hit the refresh as well. Nope. Damn. Damn, 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 with a side order of damn. Okay. Can I hit that refresh over there then? I'm not going to hit a crit with it though. Come on. There we go. We've hit the refresh. So, yeah, it's not optimal, but we're stacking it. We're stacking it. Hopefully. Righty, so again, we need to hit the crit again for an increase of the critical hit damage, which is not happening. Also, because it would just massively increase the spike of damage I would have done there. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, Ballard level 3. Hit the crit, please. There we go. Now, so we're doing 110% increase, so that's going to do about 600? Yeah, 677, so that's not too bad. There we go. Let's try and hit that one. There we go. Again, this one's going to increase the critical hit damage taken by another 2 or 3. There we go. Because it depends on whether I hit any of the other random stat effects on it here. So it's got 2,284 damage. Now it's got 2,202. And I'm not hitting it hard enough. Unless I get a good crit. Which, okay, so it's a crit. That's 1,000. I need to do 1,000 with these next 2 shots combined. So I need about 500 damage between the 2 of them. Otherwise, we're dead. Oh, that was close. Painfully close, in fact. I'll take that, and I'll take another Elu Circle, and I'm going to upgrade the Elu Circle, because that would be a good idea. I'm going to skip that, skip that. Whoo boy, here we go, into our final area now. Let's keep it trucking. See how well we go here. Right, now, what are we even fighting as the boss? We are fighting the dragon. Oh dear. Makes me glad I picked up another Elu Circle, because I'm going to need to really stack the evasion on that one. Okay, so we're going to hit this, and we're going to hit something. Well, okay, that worked. A bit, I guess. Time for some poison damage now. Now we're going to hit the refresh. And we don't actually have very much that does poison damage this run. Which might not be the worst. Because I'm trying to aim for as much evasion and increasing damage by stacking the exploitable and the transferency. It seems to be working, I guess, right now. Maybe. Okay, that's a decent hit. Ow. Okay, I'm going to ditch the level 1 pebble and use the Ballard level 3 here. Unfortunately, it's not that they're not stood the other way round. Which is a painful moment, because otherwise the damage would be passing through. But now it is. Not as much as I'd like, but it is passing through. And the blind is affecting it, though, so that's good. Right, let's trigger that bomb. Didn't quite get it to go bang. Okay. So we're not going to kill it off with that, but a nice bit of extra dodge. Now that we've got both the Ballards at level 3, we're in like a good place for increasing our overall damage. And there we go, that's a nice heal and an increase of HP. And you're dead. Go away. Right. I'm going to upgrade... Actually, let's take this. Because that also does stack piercing darkness as well. That could be interesting because it pierces, so that could be helpful. Maybe not really at the boss, but it will maybe work later on. We'll give it a good go. Right, so we need to hit some bombs. That'd be the really optimal play here. And what do? Not hit a bomb. Okay, time for some Elu Circle. Let's hit some evasion maybe. Nope. I'm trying to aim down here, but apparently it just went, no, we're going to roll this way. I'm going to ditch that, and I'm going to drop in another Elu Circle, so there's some bombs going off. That seems to work out all right. There we go, that's a lot of bombs. That's great. I like it when bombs go off like that. Boom, 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 boom. Still need another 3 to trigger to blow up both the mushrooms, which isn't too bad, I don't think. There we go. Let's roll this one down here, and we'll get the transparency pass through. There we go. So this now should be quite a dangerous shot. Unfortunately, it's not actually going to be as dangerous because it isn't passing through them all, but it is poisoning them, so that's good. You're dead. That's good. Now for the healing shot. Well, it did increase steadily. I'll take an increase. Ballard level 2. Hit the crit. And is it going to fall through? No. but it is going to increase the... Sorry, they're level 3. It is going to increase our overall crit damage. So, regular attack, pierces through, and bang. Let's take a heal, and we're going to upgrade an orb. We're going to upgrade the Illusion. Thank you kindly. I'm going to go... It doesn't actually truly matter which direction I head, because I'm going to avoid going into the shop. Going into the treasure chests, and I'm going to go to the shop. Because the shop might very well be useful. I'm going to skip, because I must remember not to grab relics. I nearly whiffed that one, though. There we go. Time for the shop. We don't have enough money, really, but that's a shame. Okay, again, it doesn't really truly matter, so let's just launch it around. Ping, 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 ping. Also, ping, 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 ping. Okay, here we go. I can duplicate something. What would be good to duplicate? I think it'd be good to duplicate the rest orb, because then it'll give me even more health. Let's do that. I want to try and find another question mark, because I do really want to find the random event to give me the ability to duplicate all orbs. That'd be really good. Not expecting it, but it'd be lovely if I find it, because then I can have a silly amount of bonus healing. There we go. So we've now got a 10 stack of penetration, so everything is going to get hit by whatever damage I do with this shot. So not much, but everyone get hit by it. Yeah. Now, time for a heal and increase of HP. Lovely. Let's... No, we didn't hit the refresh. That's a real shame. Bonk. And of course, these guys are now multiplying the impact damage for the guy in the back. So, I'm going to hit that. And, okay, 16 up to 26. That's good. Oh, yeah, because of course we've got the increase of crit damage anyway from our lovely exploitable bonuses stacking on targets. Let's launch this one out and just do poison damage to everyone. This will be interesting because this will stack darkness as well as a decent amount of damage. There we go. And so this is going to shot is going to whiff royally. Hit the refresh, please. There we go. Need to be about 86 damage. There we go. So we've done enough. Everyone dies. Bonk. Okay. Let's... I mean, we could take another Ellie Circle, because that way we can just really start trying to stack as much as we can into evasion. Well, that's not the way I wanted to go, but apparently that's the way we are going. Great. Not what I needed. Not what I wanted either. Okay, so we're going to try and stack this again. Again, trying to aim for the evasion. 65% is good. We need more, obviously, because we always need more. There we go. So we hit a crit, which again isn't really much. But the bombs going off will at least do something. There we go. These IBAT things need to go away next, I think. So, can we hit another couple of bombs? Well, there's one bomb. Just need another one. No. That's a shame. Bang. Bit of damage through these guys. Okay, they did hit me, though. So they hit the refresh. Okay, so now the IBATs are all dead because the bombs are all going to just get rid of them all. That's fine. Penetrating damage there. Increasing the critical hit damage now. So that's the important bit here. There's another bomb. So... Kaboom. Splat. And then exploitable. Well, susceptible to stack the exploitable. You're dead. Next one now. We're going to hit the crit. And again, we're doing quite a decent amount of damage, so we should kill it off quite quickly. There we go. Here we go. I'm going to take a heal this time because it's kind of important for me to stay alive. I'm going to head to the left because I'd really rather not fight as many foes as like any of the big boss challenges. I'd rather not fight those. Okay, so let's head down this route. Please don't go down that way. That's not the way I wanted to go. I wanted to go left. But of course, Sod's Law decided to give me a kick in the teeth, didn't it? And Okay, so we're not going to do a huge amount of damage off the initial pings, but actually that doesn't make a huge difference. Because with this, we are actually limited by the damage we can do regardless, but we do a small amount of damage just with each hit. So that actually works out in my favour doing this. We're going to a good amount of evasion, so we can avoid being hit, which is the most important component here. But these ricochets there, they're doing some good damage. Slicey, slicey. Oh no, I dodged. What a terrible shame that was. Let's do some poison damage. Okay, 62 shinies currently. Obviously we'd like more. Okay, 14 damage. 28 damage. We can't do 28 damage to it, but that's fine. It died from poison. Hardy har. So we're going to upgrade that, and we're going to upgrade it again. And then we're going to... Can we hit a couple more bits of money? Yes, yes, we can. Lovely. Down we go again. And Elo Circle away. Let's hit some of that evasion, please. Okay, so that's a bomb going off. And we do need to hit a couple more. That's going to be the next tricksy bit, because if we can hit another one of the red bombs, then at least we'll be able to... There we go. So it's nearly enough to kill off these bomb goblins. And that's kind of the important bit here. Can we kill off the bomb goblins before they get to me? Not if I aim like that. That was atrocious. What am I doing? Right, let's try that again, shall we? But not whiff it. There we go. So that's some dead bomb goblins. That's the important bit. And also it'll be the dead worms as well, so that's fine. Gonna have to take a heal after this. That's fine, though. Perfectly happy to take a heal. Especially since we upgraded the Elo Circle after our last fight. So we've done okay on that front. So... Actually, I really want to deliberately whiff this shot. So I'm going to... Damn! Poison got him. That was annoying, because I was hoping that I could be able to use my Rest Orb to heal myself and also to increase my HP. But it's okay. But it's okay. So, we're going to launch this out here. I think next I need to start upgrading my basic pebbles, because I've been ditching them because their damage is low, which is understandable. They are the least damaging of all of my gear. But I actually need to really make them do more. So we're going to increase the evasion a little bit more there. Bonk. Right, here comes the silliness now. So we're going to stack that. So we've actually worked out quite nicely, because that's... Hang on a minute. Why is the status effects doubled? I'm not complaining. I just don't understand why. It's definitely not a bad thing. Maybe it's a quirk of this level. All the same, that's a nice stack of blind on the target. Let's hit the crit. So this is also going to be quite dangerous, because it's going to double the damage as it progressively goes through. As, of course, our targets are going to take more and more as they pierce. So this guy in front is nice and survivable currently for them, at least. So let's just hit some more things here. That'd be good. Okay, maybe it does just stack status effects twice for some reason. This will be interesting, because this will be a nice 50 darkness on it. It won't be able to hit me at all. Yeah. Alright. I'm not complaining. It's not like I've picked up anything relic-wise. I know there is a relic that does double the status effects, but your damage is lower. Couldn't tell you why this is happening, but I'm not upset about it, I'll tell you that much. And we'll just stack that there for a little bit more crit damage. I really wish I'd got one more penny. That would have been nice, but that's okay. Okay, here comes the boss. Grab some money, and there we go. So this mini boss, let's see which one it is. Great, it's the legs one. This is the mini boss that annoys me the most on this particular area, because the gravity is reversed, and that is always where I end up with some problems. I think that's the nicest way of putting it. So let's just hope that we can stack some evasion, because goodness knows this is what we're going to need to live. Otherwise we are in so much trouble. Oh, fiddlesticks. Can I do a bit more there, please? That'd be really nice. Then, like, 36 damage. It's got quite a lot of health. Okay, I dodged that one. I need to hit some... darkness debuffs on it. That's the problem. And at the moment, there are none. And I'm a little bit nervous about that fact. Okay, so we've got the Darkness Eternal Ball coming up soon. Okay, we dodged. So, let's see. Can we do sufficient? So it's got 29% chance of just missing generally. And I've got a 20% chance of evasion. So, maybe? No, at least it stacked 5 poison. It's not much, though. Right, susceptible. This, on the other hand, might work in my favour. Because using this and the heals, maybe we can keep stacking out the damage. Oops, there we go. So I've hit the crit. So we're now going to increase our crit damage by another 6. Well, another 3, so we're now at 6. This one's also going to stack blind on the target. Not as much, but it is stacking something. Unfortunately, the refreshers are over here, and it gets to kick me again. Really don't appreciate that. It's very rude. Really? Oh, thank goodness for the dodge. I don't know if I'm going to survive the dragon at this rate. Goodness gracious, my attacks are just doing sweet nothings. Ow. Really greatly appreciate it if you could just stop hitting me, please. That would be really, really nice. Do you mind? Just do so little damage to it. I don't know if this is going to be enough. Oh, thank goodness. Right, heal. Oh, that doesn't make me feel confident. Okay. I hope this is an encounter. Because otherwise, we're in a lot of trouble. Because we need another heal. Oh, no. Okay. Fine. There we go. We've upgraded everything we can. Now we're in trouble. Because this dragon is going to kick my teeth in if I'm not careful. Here goes, here goes. Okay. Now, I can stack Ellis Circle quite well here, though. Well, I can start using the LSF. I can stack more Pollution, and Pollution is important. Now, we're going to start trying to stack some of the blind effects. So this one will do 25. There we go. And also did some exploitable damage there. Because this is for the dragon, I found it tends to be a fight of attrition more than anything else. There we go. Now, the crit would be nice if I can hit a crit. There we go. So it's only going to do an extra 30% damage, but that's still a good maybe 700, 800. The dodge effect is working. I need to hit refresh. That's going to be the tricky bit now. Hitting the refresh. Okay. There's a refresh. And unfortunately the fire is doing constant progressive damage. So this is, if I'm not careful, the fire is what will kill me. So there we go. That's another 643 damage. We're trying to stack more on that exploitable, but also if I can increase the darkness so it has less likelihood of hitting me, that's really high on my list of favoured priorities right now. Also, giving myself more Pollution. So things like the evasive manoeuvre orb are an absolute godsend right now. Slicey. Okay, that sort of worked. We're going to hit that. I would really love it if the glass half ball meant that you didn't actually take the fire damage, but nope. No, we're still taking the fire damage. Ooh. Don't like it. Ow, it punched me in the face. That's really not helpful. Oh man, I've got 9 health. I've got one heal coming up. And I've got one way of getting some evasion. So, okay, we've got a decent amount of evasion again. So we're going to now utilize our limited healing capabilities. That's all of the healing I've got. I now have to somehow attrition my way through 8,000 health with 11. don't think this is going to work out very well. Yeah, no, there it goes. I roasted to death against the dragon. Damn it. That boss, sorry, the mini-boss fight screwed me over there, unfortunately. Looks like I've got close second time, though. So maybe, with a little bit of work, I will achieve the all-for-one with the round roll. Maybe we will see indeed. I've been the Walrus. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and hopefully I'll catch you again the next time the Walrus plays some Peglin.